Hi, welcome to just another horror podcast. I'm John.
I'm Ben.
El Cobra.
Oh,
I see what you did there.
He's got his Spanish working today. We're going to be reviewing Veronica, a movie on Netflix that is the scariest movie of all time.
I didn't make it through, guys.
Did you fall asleep? Did you have a tough time finding the subtitles?
What was so scary?
I don't know.
Can you name 50 horror movies that are scarier than this?
Probably.
Yeah.
That's sad, though. That's a problem with me, not with the movie. All right.
But did it have anything new? Did it bring anything new to the table?
Besides being in Madrid.
Well, it's a true story.
That's right.
With a Ouija board and a demonic possession.
And a blind
It's
nun.
true.
I guess
And another blind nun.
I guess what's different
You can
about this
see.
one is that we have to read to understand it.
The Ouija board looked cool.
So-
What's really weird is the nun is blind, yet she sees.
Well, she cut her own eyes out because I think she was possessed at one point.
Yeah, that's
or
right.
they were following her.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Maybe
didn't
she
she
got
just
up
tell
and
the
they
little
clawed them
girl?
out.
Why didn't she just? I don't want to call her a little girl. I guess she's a teenager. But why didn't she just tell her to cut her eyes out? She won't see this stuff anymore.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Can it hurt her if she can't see it?
Well, obviously not, because it's not hurting the nun.
It was her dad naked.
Well, that was a sentinel moment. We talked about this when you gave me the other movie.
Yeah,
yesterday.
Jeff Goldblum. He's in the Sentinel.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And he was saying about how the girl's dad, like, all of a sudden shows up naked in the corner of the room. But that was they were trying to get, like, a scene from the movie.
But that's not who they were even trying to call in the first place. That's why I'm so confused. They're
They were
trying to call
call-
that girl's boyfriend that
Well,
just died
she
in a
was trying to call her
motorcycle
dad,
accident.
too.
But, like, I think whatever was talking to her knew she was trying to talk to her dad, and so took the form of her dad. Because in the first scene that you see him, he turns into this weird demon thing.
Does he?
Yeah. I just watched this again last night.
You watched it twice.
I had to. The first time I watched it was 3 weeks ago. I didn't remember.
I watched it a
anything.
month ago, and I don't remember anything. But my notes,
Your notes are impeccable.
I can read 80% of my notes, so we're gonna be all right.
Honestly, the movie has a Ouija board in it, so it's starting at like a -1 for me, and it's gonna have to dig itself out of that hole because I hate Ouija board
It
movies.
was a cool Ouija board, though.
Yeah, that's true.
You didn't have that stupid planchette that
It's like
everyone
an
uses. You had
upside
a
down
glass.
shot glass. Yeah.
That's why they
And
do
it
it in
was-
Spain.
It was
They
circular,
like to get
too.
crowned.
Mhm.
Madrid, 1991. We
Well,
have
yeah,
a 911 call.
Yeah, it opens up with a 911 call, and the police arrive. And
Police are on the scene.
the detective gets into the apartment, and we get this horrified look on his face when they hear something behind a bedroom door, and then it cuts to
Her waking up.
yeah.
So she takes care of
3 days prior.
kids. Huh?
Well, they're hurt.
Oh, right. This is 3 days. It opens up 3 days before the
Yeah.
cops got there.
So we get the ending, and now
First.
we're going back.
Mm. She takes care of all her brothers and sisters.
Yeah, dude,
There's
she's
3
got
of them.
4 kids total.
Mhm.
One of the kid wets the bed. I think they.
That poor kid with Coke bottle glasses, man.
That's rough. So they all go to school, and there's an eclipse. What?
Once upon a time I was falling in love. Now I'm fucking falling apart. Nothing I can say. Total eclipse of the heart.
I just thought you guys were like plug. No, it's because I'm a greedy bastard. Hey, John, also plug Pink Floyd Eclipse.
The sun is eclipsed by the
That's how it's done, right?
That's
I'm
right.
not good at this. So they take a Ouija board into the back room of the school. While the rest of the school's on the roof.
Question: When she wakes up, and the mother's still like sleeping because does the mother own the bar or cafe, or does she just work
I
there?
think she just works there.
Yeah. Well,
They're yelling at her like she doesn't own it.
So-
I don't know.
She goes
I'll check
into
my
her
notes.
she goes into her mother's room because she needs to get a picture of her father because they're going to try to contact him with the Ouija board that day at school
Mhm.
while the eclipse is going on. So she's rooting through her mother's closet because I guess her mother packed all of her father's things away after he passed, and we get a shot of the mom sleeping and we get the end table there.
Pills.
Was it pills or heroin or?
I think it was sleeping pills.
Oh, okay, so
Yep.
she's just working herself to death. Okay,
Mhm.
she's not like on drugs. Okay, never mind.
Well, it could be a drug. We have an opioid problem.
This is Spain,
This
though.
is Spain,
I don't know the Spanish culture.
but you speak fluent Spanish.
I You'll see.
4 years of high school.
In other words, give me a minute to remember a couple words and
That's right.
get back to
and
you.
then I'll spout them out here.
This is a Catholic school?
It must be.
So, only one
I
of
would
us...
say most Spaniards are
Only
Catholic.
one of us grew up Catholic here. What is it about demon possession in the Catholic Church? We never see these
Have
stories.
you ever seen The Exorcist?
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be horrifying.
We never see these stories where it's, I don't know, a Presbyterian pastor showing up to...
That's because I don't know if they believe in that kind of
They
stuff.
don't.
No.
It is strictly a Catholic thing.
It is.
And did you know that there are more priests now getting in the process so they can do there's more
They
exorcisms
have a
on the
united
ride
group, I think.
As long as you're not touching...
these days?
As long as you're not touching little boys. That's
No
fine.
shit. I had that same
There was
argument
a-
with my neighbor.
Oh, I didn't know where that was
He's like, why don't you go to church anymore? I was like, well,
I had
when the
that
priest
same
stopped
problem.
touching... I have kids, and if the, if the priest... they just filter them to other fucking churches.
Why don't they just...
One of these people who were in the Exorcist group was trying to out the Catholic Church because there was a real famous case of a kid that disappeared while in the care of the Catholic Church, and they never found him, and he was like, I'm going to blow the lid on this, but he never did, so...
Why don't they just let the priest marry? Weren't they allowed to marry at one point?
I don't know.
There's a whole South Park episode on this.
Cardinals, bishops, and priests, Father Maxi has returned, and he has the holy document of a Vatican law. How did he make it past the water lizards?
They get after the holy spider first, so...
There's two girls that are friends, and then the other one loses a boyfriend in a motorcycle accident. They invite her.
They're trying to contact her boyfriend that passed away, and then they're trying to contact Veronica's father.
Naked
who passed
father.
away.
Why does he have a pizza?
I love that she bought a As Seen on TV Ouija board. Did you see that?
Yep.
It was
No, I
advertised
didn't.
on the packaging in Spanish, but you could tell it was As Seen on TV.
So the ghost starts moving the shot glass around using Veronica as the...
This ghost ain't fucking around.
No.
There's
they're
no
moving.
subtlety. It just immediately is like, yup.
Yeah. It's not like, hello, and then just goes fucking bullshit, batshit. It just goes. And Veronica is immediately possessed. It's using her to operate the planchette, or the shot glass, I guess.
Did we find out? Oh no. We'll find out when she goes to the school nurse. It's kind of awkward to talk about teenage girls who
What? Are we
haven't had
talking-
their period yet.
Yeah.
I think
yeah,
she is the devil.
Well, we've
Is
already
that-
done
that-
this once, so I think we did a fantastic job.
I'm going to assume that that's why the demon chose her instead.
Could be.
I was trying to read my notes. Are you talking about that cheese period and
Yeah.
virgin or?
It's fine until, like, Mrs. Blind Preacher's lady starts talking
Sister
about
Death?
cinnamon bread.
Okay, I have like a Dark Knight reference. Like
Oh.
that one.
Okay.
Do you remember when the girl, when they're younger, it's the best story, the third story, has to go to the witch, and she's like, I smell that you're still a virgin or whatnot.
Mm.
That's what this reminded me of, because she's like, yeah, I smell your cinnamon bread or something. And I'm
Oh,
like,
man.
that is just not good.
Or,
Yeah.
So she's laying on the ground, and she starts whispering to her friend, and then when she wakes up, she's in the nurse.
well,
She spits
doesn't
out Michael
she
Myers
does this
style.
weird thing with her mouth. Is
Mm.
that CGI, or can this girl do that?
Whoa, I say, this girl has the widest mouth ever. She could fit 1.5 of my penises in it.
It's CGI then.
It's so big.
Well, I know that what's that other demon possession movie where the exorcism of Emily Rose, and she...
Goes
I know some of
backwards.
it was CGI, but she could contort her body.
She could. They added
crazily.
a little bit to her, but yeah.
So I just wondered if
I'm
like
good
this was
down
real.
the road.
Great. This movie's great.
I don't think I ever saw it the whole way through.
Oh man.
You want a good exorcism movie, people? See Exorcism of Emily Rose.
It's
Ooh,
so
and
good.
The Last Exorcism Part 2.
No.
Listen to our review of that. Did we watch that?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
we all
it
gave
was-
it zeros.
No,
That's
it
what
was-
ended the podcast.
It was worst movie ever because John said Part 2. Last Exorcism Part.
See, I got a.
But Shockma also
Oh,
got
no.
a horrible rating.
hmm
Oh, we got Shockman watching over
The
us.
world's most aggressive primate just got mad.
Fantastic movie. Search that one out.
Thanks, Daniel.
She goes outside and goes home with the kids and starts cooking dinner. And when she goes to eat at the dinner table,
Shaking.
she almost
She's
jabs
just
a
eating
fork to her
meatballs.
mouth.
So I have I'm pissed. We
Oh.
just had an eclipse in our area not that long ago where we had like a 80% coverage, I believe. Like what? Last summer,
Mm-hmm.
I think. I was not told to find old film negative and put it over my eyes.
Are your eyes okay?
No, I still see spots. No, it's fine. But I didn't have any eclipse glasses.
I think you should know better.
But I was
Hey!
kind of pissed when I saw that. I was like, son of a bitch. I would have went and found some old film negative and just used that over my eyes.
You know, if you stare at it head on, it'll burn your eyes out.
Well, it's not best to stare at the sun during an eclipse, you know.
But it's hard not to. I once took a pair of binoculars and stared at the sun for over an hour.
Why would you do that?
Curiosity, I guess. Heck, I'm curious like a cat. I have a couple of friends that call me Whiskers.
So good.
Might as well just plug the whole goddamn thing.
Sorry.
It's so good. Eclipses, though. That's what this movie's about.
Does the eclipse actually play a part in her demonic possession, or was it just
It's for dramatic effect.
I
Was
think
it
it did.
was it just for an excuse for the girls to get away while the whole school is somewhere else?
I think that's what it was.
Think about what the moon does.
It rolls the ocean tides.
Yeah.
And what else does it do?
Don't even say it makes people go mad.
Werewolves.
Oh, that's true.
Jesus has
We're
nothing to
talking-
do with this place.
I'm talking about demons. Come on, not werewolves. Werewolves don't exist.
Well, if you believe in demons, you gotta believe in Jeebus.
That's true. Jeebus is the only one who can get rid of the demons.
I don't think so, because Sister Death
Sister
pretty
Death.
much tells her, "You're on your fucking own. God has nothing to do with this," she said.
Jesus ain't got nothing to do with this place.
Oh, the eating scene. She starts like,
Convulsing.
sort of spitting meatballs
I
out
thought
of
she
her
was
mouth.
gonna stab through the back of her neck, but thought that didn't happen. Movie
Um,
would have been over.
Also, this is about the time her friend starts avoiding her after what happened.
Rosa calls, but doesn't really want to.
Rosa,
talk to
that's her name.
Mhm.
Yeah, she starts hanging out with the other friend. Because shit got weird after the eclipse.
Yeah, her other friends like getting her into some slutty action. You know,
Well,
they think Veronica's a prude. I bet. No,
is that what you got from
That
that?
was the demon, folks.
Suck a couple dicks
They
in
call
one
her-
night and you get called the slut. It's so ridiculous.
They call her Vera, too, don't they?
Vero.
Mhm.
Vero.
Well, that's how it's spelled.
Oh, yeah. I do have a no there.
She hides her backpack, which still contains the broken Ouija board. She puts it up high, like on a closet.
And now we have ghost activity, which is
Yeah.
moving things.
loud
just
crashes.
to be a dickhead.
And then they have a Simon, the old handheld game.
Mm-hmm, the color
And-
game.
Yeah, and it basically starts turning itself on.
Ghosts are pieces of shit, man. They
Which-
turn the TV on, they knock your shit over, but they never really do anything.
So, you two have children. How many times have in the middle of the night, like one of your kids' toys, like jump on?
Randomly they do.
Yeah.
If you haven't touched the one thing for a while, it'll talk to you, the one toy.
That's
It's real weird. Yeah, it'd be like, hey.
Garrett has a piano in his room, and I went in there to sleep one night because he went in the other room, so I'm sleeping on the floor in the friggin' kid's room because my life is shit.
I just sleep on the couch.
I probably could have went that direction, you're right. But,
Hard floor.
well, yeah, I love the hard floor. The cat jumped up on the keyboard at like 2 in the morning, and it just goes, "Brrrr, brrrr." Scared the fuck out of me.
I hate cats.
Yeah, not a fan.
Spoiler alert.
Are we
In
avoiding?
Monty Python and the Holy Grail, they smack them off buildings. Now we're gonna get back to it right
So
now.
Veronica's doing dishes, and the television comes on, so more ghost activity.
It turns right to the song that the kid was singing while he was in the bathtub, that Cantella
That commercial,
jingle.
yeah. What is it?
Cantella.
Oh, did we already
I'm
do
sure it's
that?
Cantea or something like that.
Has she already
What
given
is
her
that?
brother a bath?
I don't think we were there yet.
I don't think we were there yet either.
They sing the jingle and then the kid gets burned in the tub.
Okay.
Leads kid in tub gets
I thought
burned.
that was later.
Yep, the devil's in the water.
Well, we also see a shadow in the background now, like coming towards her. I assume it's the demon. I thought they did that really well, actually. Creepy. She puts headphones on to go to bed. I have here that she's listening to the Spanish Pearl Jam. Is it totally?
Oh, I thought it was the Spanish Final Countdown, because they like
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
always, yeah.
It just sounded like Pearl Jam or something, and it was early '90s, so I thought.
It was pretty good.
The Madrid scene was pretty intense in 1991.
For pizza, Dad.
Hey, Dad. No, not nude dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he is
that
nude dude.
Yep, it's nude dude. Okay.
He's some 60-year-old surfer dude with long hair. He's got a pizza and a wiener.
Yep. That's pretty
What's
much
he
it.
doing?
I don't know.
He's trying to put sausage on that
Why is he
pizza. Pizza and a wiener.
Oh, this I didn't.
Also, the closet opens on its own, so she has to like look at herself, and then all these demons show up.
And why is it only happening to her and not her friends? Just because of the period?
It talks through her what's going on.
That's what I thought.
Because she didn't have a period yet.
She's the doorway that...
she's about to.
She's the doorway that the blind woman keeps talking about.
She is
it came
the
in
doorway.
through her. Yeah.
When she wakes up in the morning, it's Friday the 13th. I thought that was a little too on the nose that all this was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Can you plug the theme song?
Which one?
The Harry Manfredini.
Part 3 with a disco beat?
Anyone you want.
There you go.
I'll let you free reign whatever you want.
No, part 8, the opening.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of that, last night I gave Robin, I was playing horror music or themes, and one of the first ones I gave her was The Dark Side of Night, the opening for 8. And she's like, I don't know what this is, but it's horrible.
Yes.
She was fairly good at guessing, though. Sister Death talks to Vero.
Yeah, this is pretty much where
This
she
is
tells
where
her...
she talks to her about the cinnamon bun, because I have the Dark Tower in parentheses.
Well, she says you have to close the... You have to tell them... basically you didn't end it properly, the seance.
You have
also,
to say goodbye.
This is where I was just like, this nun is just, telling this girl you're on your own. God has nothing to do with this, and you have to stop this bit.
And I think the demon is, with her at this point.
Yeah, it's in the basement with her when she's...
Is she
I love that.
smoking here?
Yeah, I love Sister Death goes down to the basement to smoke.
She comes to party.
She also tells her that your siblings will be in trouble too.
Watch them, yeah.
Yeah, watch over them, because they could be harmed.
You got something following you. I can see it in my blind eyes.
What is that? What is that?
I just made that up.
Oh.
She could sing that, though.
I'll put a little background music for that for you. She gets a book on telepathy or mind something. I'm not sure what the book's on, but it shows a picture of the same hands coming through the ceiling that she had in her dreams, trying to grab her.
Something...
Is what?
The Viking symbol?
What?
Did she find it?
No, she's trying to draw these rune symbols where she'll hang them and it's supposed to protect her siblings.
Yeah, one of them's a Viking
It's-
symbol.
She has these occult magazines.
That's what I was
she's
talking
into
about.
this, right?
Yep.
Even before
Mhm.
the Ouija board. That's probably why she bought the Ouija board, is because she's been reading these occult magazines, things like that. So she keeps referencing basically how to take care of this through her, I guess, weekly or monthly occult.
Yeah, okay, that must be what the word telepathy book means.
I think that's what it was. But she's at home again. Of course, her mom's working.
And then the shit neighbor comes over and is just bitching and
Yeah,
moaning.
she's like, hey, keep it down in there.
I know your dad died and you're taking care of 4 kids and your mom's an asshole, but fucking quit making noise.
It's another mother that just doesn't pay attention, but she's probably got to pay the bills, so she doesn't have
And
time
she
for
doesn't have a choice.
kid shit.
Yeah. So she goes to put her brothers and sisters to bed, and she sees a shadow or something in the other room, right? Moving
Trust.
towards the bed.
Oh yeah, it's moving towards her. Something. She sent. It's going to attack her brother or something, or one of her sisters.
Yeah. So she runs over and it grabs her and holds her in place and starts catching things on fire.
But the the little whatever's supposed to protect her siblings start catching on fire. They're not helping. And then
starts to choke one of her.
Yeah, and then
brother gets choked.
the other siblings wake up, and it looks like Vera is
choking
her sister. Which is she?
It kind of looked like she was.
She is. Spoiler alert, she is.
Is she bad? Or just possessed?
She's possessed.
Is she repossessed?
Like your car was not paid for?
No, like that 1990s movie with Leslie Nielsen and Linda Blair.
I don't know. I don't know much about that movie.
She has another nightmare where her siblings committed basically just little shits. They just start attacking her.
Also, she tells the story to her mom, and her mom doesn't want to fuck.
Did she have her period, or was that a nightmare?
She had it. That's what.
That's right.
That's what all the blood was. Yeah. And there's also burns at the bottom of all the beds.
Mattresses are burnt underneath.
Yeah, those are kind of cool because it shows the demons basically just laying underneath all the beds.
I thought there was only one demon though. Oh, there's a bushel that come and attack it.
Bushel.
A bushel of demons.
She goes back, talks to Sister Death again. Sister Death tells her she has to end the seance.
Close the door that it came in from, which is her.
So she buys a second Ouija board.
Okay, so
and tries to get her friends to go back.
let's talk about this.
What?
The reason why this is still after is because they never said goodbye or closed the session out or whatever.
Yeah, they just...
I don't know. I've never played with the Ouija board. Have you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Is it stupid?
It's stupid.
John, something in the room with you. See it.
Yeah, it broke my Ford Taurus. I used it to clean off the windshield wiper in my
There's
windshield of
something
my Ford
behind you.
Taurus.
I see it, John.
What?
It's Pink Floyd.
Oh.
Yeah, Cal's ass.
Mm-hmm. Well, I used it to clean off the windshield of my Ford Taurus.
And you broke the Ouija board?
No, then my car started breaking down piece by piece.
Dude,
I had it in my trunk.
car was possessed.
Yeah, so possessed that it broke.
Call it Christine.
Or your car was just bad.
It was like a reverse Christine.
We could watch Christine.
We're done with Stephen King. For a while.
I can watch Stephen King all the time. Or read Stephen King all the time.
I would too. There's plenty more movies we could watch
There's
Stephen King.
many.
We'll make Stephen King
year.
Oh, yeah.
Just another Stephen King podcast.
She gets the second Ouija board. She tries to find Rosa and Diana, apparently was the third girl's name.
I have Rosa. I don't have that.
Rosa's having a party because her parents are out of town.
They would notice people walking backward.
They were
For one
rude
seat.
bitches to her too
They
earlier.
were dicks. They were, like I said, what shitty friends. They stopped talking to her because she kept whispering that she was going to die today or something like that. And, but this, towards the end here, I thought it started getting a little artsy.
Artsy?
I can't remember. There was some weird scene where I was like, oh, getting a little artsy here. I thought it was also kind of, she was Nancying it up, getting everything ready for the Ouija board, the second
It's like a
seance.
little montage of
Yeah.
So she gets her brothers.
Wait,
First, she
yeah,
tries to
is
get
it
her mom
really-
to.
She tries to get her brother to draw
Well, is it
those
really?
symbols.
Is it really responsible to like?
Drag your brothers and sisters
Yes.
into this. They're like, they need to be protected, and they're like, no,
Well-
you can come in here and get killed.
Well, here's the thing. Mother Death told her that she needed to protect them.
Mhm.
So they're going to be involved now. So they might as well fucking help out and start
That's
drawing
true.
symbols. Because we got a war.
The symbols didn't work last time.
With
Why would they
naked
work
pizza
this
dad.
time?
Pizza Dad's gonna bring us pizza in the nude.
He's
You
going
have
to
to be
stick his
ready.
dick. Hey, you want to order a dick pizza?
I don't know. It starts going batshit crazy. Haste starts picking up here.
What's Centella? Is that the commercial?
It's a commercial, yeah.
It starts playing again, or someone's singing it.
The little Coke bottle glasses kid starts singing it.
Board splits.
Mm-hmm.
She tries to tape it up, or she taped it up. What happened to the new board? Did they use the old board? She figured out. It's a
That
cool
might be
scene
it.
with the glass that she's using as a planchette rolling down the hallway, and it starts tapping on her
Trying to go
bedroom
into
door.
the door.
Yeah.
But
Then we have fun with CGI right after that.
well, she's on the phone with the police. Then basically this is from the first scene where the 911 call. So we're picking up right there.
She keeps thinking she sees her brother, who keeps appearing in other places. And if I saw this right, I think the dad demon took him.
Dad demon, I like it.
The dad
Yeah,
demon
he
took
shows
him
up.
somewhere.
Where'd he take him? Antonio gets snatched up by
Yeah.
the dad.
Mm-hmm.
Or in.
Yeah, because he gets taken. I couldn't get the layout of this apartment down. It was very
At one point, she's looking out her window to
Yeah.
her brother's
bedroom.
sister's window. Yeah.
Or is
It's
that her
throwing me
friend's
off.
room she was looking at?
At one point, I thought that. Who was the kid with the hair that was? Was
She
that her
looked-
friend?
I think she looked at her friend at one point and saw that the ghost was over there, but then it didn't do anything to the two friends, did it?
No, that's when she saw it coming up behind her little brother. I don't know. The layout of this apartment is weird. Is this
I
just
don't
a
know what's
European
going on.
thing, maybe?
Maybe their houses are like horseshoes or something.
Well, if you've ever seen the movie Taken, you can see it across.
I went in theater and saw that.
Taken was
I'm
good.
sure they did it.
I don't have any money, but I've got a set of skills that I'll karate chop you and find you in Europe.
Don't fuck with Liam Neeson.
And he does.
Chop you and find you
And
in
he
Europe.
does. You know what? People want to say that horror movies are like, that's so fake. Do you ever watch an action movie with Liam Neeson? The shit that goes on in those movies is way worse than anything that goes on in a horror movie.
Action movies are.
They're
pretty
ridiculous. And or the Fast and the Furious. Fuck you people that like it. They fucking jump cars off bridges and on buildings and like, that doesn't happen. That's fake. It's stupid.
Bad. Right.
This has been a minute with Cobra.
Thank you. I mean, like, people are always like, well, horror movies are so fake.
That's true.
That is fucking fake. Liam Neeson, you fake fuck.
So. back to Veronica.
Oh yeah.
The cops fly by where the bar that the mom works at. I have here, there's some shady shit going down because cops fly by my house. I don't sit there and act like they look scared that the cops are stopping there and some shady shit was happening. And
I have Jesus is in the diner.
Jesus is
Yeah.
in the diner?
Yeah.
On the wall?
I don't
Is there
know.
a picture?
There might be, because I have Jesus in the diner.
Here's where you think she thinks that Veronica thinks she's carried her brother out and got all of her siblings out, but then realizes right before she gets out that she doesn't have her brother with her. So she goes back for him. This is where I have the demon bitch slaps Veronica across the face.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool. You don't see that much in demonic possession movies.
Is the mom running home?
Yeah, she's trying to follow the cop cars. She gets home and her
Did
two
anyone
kids
else
are out.
notice the giant mole she had on her face?
Yes.
The mom?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Yeah, I did notice that.
All right. Because by now I'm tired of it. Can you plug Austin Powers?
Molly.
And then can you plug Uncle Buck right after that?
Here's a quarter.
Go downtown and have a rat.
Gnaw that thing off your face. You can't have that movie there.
No, that's so funny.
The more the mole will sue the shit out of him.
33.3 years.
What? Veronica goes back up to the apartment. This is where I have mindfuck montage because she starts realizing
She was the one doing all
she
of
was
this.
the one. She burned her brother in the bathtub. She tried to choke out her sister. Like all this. This is where I was like, did she really do this? Like, is she just?
Was she seeing things?
Well, she's mentally ill. She just lost her father. She's
okay,
she's
they
not
don't touch
even
on that. How long has her father been dead? Do we know?
I assume months, maybe 6 months, 8 months,
Yeah.
at most.
Not for long.
I just feel like she's not a normal teenager. She's basically an adult. She has to take care of her siblings. She's basically their mother. Like, was it just too much and she snapped? And again, like the one movie we'll be talking about, I'm probably thinking too much into this. She really was possessed, but
Well, in real life, it would make more sense what you were saying first.
Yeah.
I would say that she
went
was
nuts.
overwhelmed by her having to be a mother at age 14
Yeah.
or 15 and all the stresses in life and losing the dad and the mom's never home.
Yeah.
and-
But what we're getting is a movie based on a detective report from when
Yeah,
you walked in
there
the
is
door
that.
and she was bent over backwards
But
screaming.
this is a real true story.
well,
That's what I'm saying.
I don't read Spanish, so I couldn't read the police report.
I'll
but
sing you I'll sing a Spanish song out.
You gonna sing that song that they were singing?
No, I don't know that one, but I do know a Spanish song and I'll sing part of it on the way out.
Kind of cool where the demon cuts her throat, has her cut her own throat. Is that how then the demon, like, he had his arm down her throat. Is he trying to steal the soul?
Maybe, is that where the soul is?
That's what I was like. That's when the
And
detective.
who's the demon?
Well, that's when the detective.
Is it her dad? Is it?
Nah, I
No,
think it's just a
it's
demon.
it's somebody who used the board to talk to somebody. That's all it is.
It's just some random
It's a random demon.
Pazazu
Just
demon.
random
Yep.
demon. Frank.
Mhm.
Frank the demon.
How come Frank always gets out of the demon realm? We can't do it.
So
He picks on teenage girls.
What
He
about
fucking
Toby?
has no taste.
the detective.
Toby, he was a demon.
That's true. He
We
picked
covered.
on kids. He was even worse.
The detective. This is where the detective walks in, and we see what the detective was looking at the start of the movie.
Vera's like all
Vera's just
contorted,
hanging
like
in the
hanging
air. But we see the demon has his hand down her throat. It's a little rough.
But does the detective see that?
No.
So
He
he's
see
like,
the
"This is a possession case. I've never seen anything like this."
I'm going to Hollywood.
Spain.
So we see Vera getting wheeled out in a cart, and she's got an oxygen. How the hell is she still alive?
They might have just slapped that on there. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, how'd she go from that to dead? Unless she was already dead.
And then the detective
So
is
she's
like,
repossessed.
the detective, he's kind of doing detective stuff in the apartment.
Blah blah blah.
And then he's at a lamp-lit desk, and he's writing up his report, thinking, I'm going to sell this to Hollywood.
And he does.
And then we get this movie. Which, okay. What did you think, Ben?
I kind of liked it, actually. I thought the acting was pretty good, considering it's mainly, like, children, teenage girl. But the characters were likable. The main characters, the friends were kind of douchey.
They're less annoying because they're not American.
These movies always make you, like, you feel so bad. Like, I feel bad in these movies, like for this Veronica, like, it's in The Exorcist, like, it's just this person that isn't doing anything wrong.
Well, you
And
don't play
they're
with the Ouija board, you know that. You're running a risk, because Milton Bradley said, you know what, I'm gonna
It's Parker
put
Brothers.
demons.
Parker Brothers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Parker Brothers.
I mean, for the most part, like I had already brought up that I feel it kind of leaves it open-ended that was Veronica just mentally ill and just snapping. The score was kind of creepy, but it's no Exorcist score. Can't be. I thought the jump scares worked. They weren't
too many of them.
And they weren't cliched jump scares. You know, putting the medicine cabinet back and it's in the mirror. Again, I thought it was too on the nose that it occurred over like Friday the 13th that week, that weekend. Thought the demon reveals were pretty good, like where you just see this shadowy thing walking towards you. I thought in today's world it's a decent possession film, so I would give it 7 out of 10.
All right, Cobra.
I guess we're gonna make a sandwich.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't. When you say that you are the scariest movie of
But
all
you're
time,
an idiot if you go in believing.
what?
It's been going on since the 70s,
Yeah.
the 60s.
No,
They
what?
always do
Okay,
that.
I want you to
Ready?
tell me. Yep.
You're
Last
still-
house on the left.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
only a movie. Only a movie. Yeah.
It didn't say it was the scariest movie
Right there.
ever.
The only
No,
thing more
but it's-
terrifying than the last 12 minutes of this film are the first 92.
Was that
That's catchy.
was that the most terrifying last 12 minutes of a film you've ever
Yes,
seen?
it was.
Anyone else?
It was.
Because it was so goddamn confusing.
It was.
Anyway, continue.
Just say it. Don't believe. Like you're an idiot.
Like,
if
Don't
you-
No.
believe the hype.
No, okay, but then Netflix comes out with a thing that said, well, all these people watch it and turned it off at this point in the movie, so our algorithm tells us that this is the scariest movie ever because of that.
Again, you're an idiot if you believe a sales pitch.
That's all it is.
I understand that, but this movie is not even, like, it's the same as all these other possession movies to me out there.
Maybe it was because it was not American production that I liked it, because they would have unlikable little shits. They would have, you know what I mean?
They
Like,
have the blind nun that's been used 7 times before
Yes.
in terrible movies, because they're American, maybe, I don't know. They
Crashing
have,
on America today.
and I am so patriotic.
You are.
USA. But
What was your fantasy football name?
the Donald Trumpets. It's the CGI they used towards the end I didn't like. Up until 45 minutes I was like on board. And then it was like the blind woman's telling the girl you didn't say goodbye during your session, so that's why they're after you. It's like if that happened, then wouldn't everyone that ever played Ouija didn't say goodbye have that after them?
But I liked
In a
that
world?
it was up to her to try to close this thing. That a priest can't help you. That's
But-
terrifying.
But even trying to close it didn't help her because she ended up getting
well, I don't think
death
she knew
in
what
the end.
That's because she was
She
breathing.
was the door.
she's
She
She
had
was
to die to
doomed.
shut the door.
why? Because the eclipse possessed her?
Because the old lady
You
said
bring it.
so.
Because
bringing up the eclipse.
Because Mother Death said she had to die.
I'm just
and
saying.
that's why. I mean,
I didn't believe any of the
No.
scariest
and
movie
again,
ever.
Ouija board,
but
like you said, it starts in a hole because it's ridiculous, but it claims to be real.
I liked how it just got right into it though.
Mhm.
Then the first 10 minutes, they're doing the seance and she's being thrown backwards. The possession wasn't.
But again-
it was just started. Like it wasn't this slow progression possession that you get.
I didn't get all the hype. It's okay. No, it's not okay. It's a 4 out of 10.
Damn.
It's not as good as Darkness Falls.
Oh my god.
You're still with that crap. It's pretty good for PG-13.
And it was PG-13. What was this? R?
I don't know.
Why was this R?
I don't know if this was R.
I don't know if it
It was
was.
Well,
on
maybe
Netflix.
somebody look it up. Well, Netflix doesn't have ratings for their children. I think they
Everything
do.
is
No, they don't have
Mature.
ratings.
MA, yeah.
Which is
everything's MA.
PG-17, which is R, essentially.
I guess.
Basically, Netflix says, I'm not watching your fucking kid. It's not my job.
Well, Netflix
We
also...
put a,
wanna
we put a
go
button
to
that
the-
says kids, yeah.
They
Netflix
wanna
doesn't want to
freaking-
do anything except push false propaganda that says that this is the scariest
Oh
movie
my
ever.
God.
All right, John.
Listen, I got a subscription.
What did you think,
And
John?
Amazon Prime. I watched Demon Wind on Amazon Prime the other night.
Wow.
What did you think, John?
I gave this a 7 because I thought the acting was fantastic.
Yeah.
I thought it was shot pretty well. I thought the jump scares were limited and used well. I don't think it was original.
Well, no.
I mean, they used a lot of.
So it
different-
just gotta look nice to get a 7 out of you.
not just the fact that they used a lot of the.
Oh, that's right. You guys gave It Follows an 8.
Yeah,
So that makes sense. This
Not
was
just the
kinda-
fact that it used a lot of the tropes that you get in a demon possession film, but it used a lot of just tropes in general. Like, besides the fact that it said it was the scariest movie ever, it also said based on a real story. So they used two different things to get this thing pushed through to people.
And in my opinion, it's not. I think Emily Rose is 2 times better than this movie as a demon possession.
I'd give it an 8. Yeah, sure. I don't want to reveal my score, but I would give it an 8 or a 9.
That's
That
what I'm
movie's
saying. I
fantastic.
give this movie a 4. I give Emily Rose an 8.
This is run-of-the-mill possession, but
You want
I thought that they did a really good job on the technical parts of it.
you want to talk about tropes? Wait till we get to Daniel's pick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Every town's member is a different...
Holy crap!
That
All right.
movie's way worse than I thought it was.
Don't give it away.
I'm sorry.
That'll be the beginning of arachnophobia.
So you gave it a 7 out of 10 also.
Yep, I give it a 7 out of 10. It's not...
It's not great, but
Unless you've never seen a
not-
horror movie before, it will not be the scariest movie you've ever seen.
It's
I
not
feel like
groundbreaking.
7 should be reserved for really good movies.
The
Would you
Exorcist.
give The Fly? Like, The Fly, I feel like you gave like a 7 or 7
I
and a
would
half.
give it a 9.
Yeah, but for different reasons. The Fly's not the scariest movie I've ever seen.
No, but it's... But I'm saying, like...
Even if it was the scariest movie I've ever seen, let's say it's like there's
The
a scene
Exorcist
that's like
is scarier than this.
seriously terrifying. The rest of the movie is garbage.
What's the
I mean,
scariest movie you've ever seen?
The Exorcist makes me unsettled. I'm not even Catholic. Like it's
I mean, that's mine because I saw it when I was like 8 and I was an
Serbian
older
film.
boy. And but
Serbian film's the scariest movie I've
well,
ever seen.
yeah. I mean, there's that.
that's the
where
most
it-
disturbing thing.
Yeah, where there's a difference between scary and disturbing.
Like, is Blair Witch scary? Some people
to
think
me
so.
it is, yeah.
Because you got lost in the woods and you
Yeah,
had
I
to be
can
rescued.
relate. Or Paranormal Activity, I can relate to that too.
There's also
so.
a difference where I don't consider it like scary. I can't watch it, but what happens is like scary. Like Hostel's a stupid movie, but that whole like
The premise is
you're
scary.
in a place that doesn't have the same rules.
Yeah,
like
you're
law,
in. Okay,
and
let me ask this question then.
you're just a tourist, and
Because, in my opinion, The Night Flyer is a little better than Veronica because the.
we talked about this yesterday.
So, I think
you
that,
like cheese.
Yeah, I think that the boring parts of Night Flyer are way better and you don't get lost like you do in the boring parts of newer movies. The dialogue is not the same. They can't run a in between scenes when there's not murder or you getting jump scared out of it. So I want to ask you this question. As Night Flyer, we're going to review later. I guess I'll wait and we'll talk about this after Night Flyer, but I want to see your rating on Veronica and your rating on Night Flyer to see where they come up and which would you rather watch again and
I'm probably
Which
never
is
gonna
more
watch Veronica
entertaining?
again. But
why? It's a 7. You should watch 7s again.
not really.
But that is a way. You know how many bad horror movies there are. There's a ton of bad horror.
Okay,
movies.
you know what?
And I'm saying
And you're
because there's
saying
a ton.
this is a 7. You should watch a 7.
I'm actually
a lot.
starting to listen to him a little bit here.
Don't.
This is a movie that's gonna fall into.
You're not going to remember this movie in
no,
2 years.
You won't. Okay, we need to make that clear. This isn't
See,
groundbreaking.
The Last Exorcism is a movie I'm not going to remember.
But this
ever.
one, I don't think you're
I
going
would
to remember this one
probably
either.
remember this movie. If you said
No.
Veronica, I would remember the plot. I would remember.
How would you remember the plot? It's a Ouija board.
We could barely even talk about it.
I would
Yeah.
understand it's a possession film, and it's just what you said. There's so much drag out there. I didn't think this was that bad.
This isn't drag, but it still
But a
is average.
7? Like a 7 to me is like something you
It's
would want to
above
watch.
average.
I'm gonna retract my score. I'm taking it down to a 5.
Oh God!
Oh wow!
Don't encourage him. You know what happens when you encourage him.
I think that as of what it is, it's good, but it's a good one-time watch. I really do. I don't think you're gonna go back to this. Like you might remember it, but you're not gonna actively go back to it with so much other stuff out there. This is falling dead in the middle with a lot, probably 90% of horror movies. It just falls right in there.
I still think it's just a little above.
Maybe the production value, I don't know, but like,
I'm trying to get you to go up to a 6.
no. The production value and the acting is good, but the rest of it's just the same stuff. It's just the same shit. Again.
Slightly better.
Because the demon has a pizza in his hand?
The acting was better shot than your
I'm gonna
average
Kathy
shit.
Newman you. So you're saying that if the demon has a pizza in his hand...
No, that was just that wasn't the demon. I mean, that's the demon taking the shape of her father.
You're saying that if
you think,
the demon
you
is
think
a
the
naked
demon
father...
you think the demon put a couple extra inches on his...
I think he did.
Got a little bit there. Thank you.
I'll give you.
Dad wasn't working with a lot. I'm going to put a couple more inches there.
Should I go dark? I'm going to see my daughter, for fuck's sake. I'd like to...
Alright, well, at least this movie got us talking.
Alright.
I'm glad I could bring you down to the world of
Yeah.
5. Mediocre.
Again,
instead of good.
don't
There's a
encourage
difference between a 7 and a 5.
You're right. He's right.
A 7 you should watch again because it's good.
I never
A
agree with
5,
him.
A
He's
5
right.
you are just gonna.
You're encouraging him.
7s I like to watch again.
You're...
Like
We're in
Sleepaway Camp. I think I gave that an 8, but that's a movie I rewatch all
That's
the
not
time.
an 8 movie.
I think it is. It's
Because
an above
you
average
like-
slasher
You like...
with cheese, boobs.
So when you
and-
ask, like, are you going to watch The Night Flyer again, or would you watch this again? I would probably watch The Night Flyer again.
I would watch
It's
The
a
Night
little
Flyer,
more-
but are you
Right.
gonna
It's
give
a
it a
li-
7.5?
I might.
Ooh, I'm interested to hear that.
I,
A 7.5 to The Night.
because...
Hang on.
This isn't exactly a fun movie to
I'm gonna
watch.
take
No,
us
that's
out.
true.
After you say everything, I'm gonna
Okay,
take
yeah,
us out
yeah.
with a Spanish song.
Oh, good.
Oh, you're serenading everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to find us, facebook.com/horrorcasting. We're on Twitter @horrorcasting. You can email the show, horrorcastings@gmail.com. Request a movie if you want. Daniel does it all the time. And,
Be like Daniel.
yeah, we're on iTunes now. I did put us
Hashtag be
up.
like Daniel.
Yeah.
But we're
I like
also
that.
on YouTube. Yeah, be like Daniel. That's fine. And, alright, Cobra, take us out.
Perdona si te estoy llamando en este momento, pero me hacía falta el escuchar de nuevo, aunque sea bastante tu respiración. Thrill me.